My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. Bomb is waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this ain't literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually a mayor.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'm a finisher. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'm a on them, just like my keys drop my on a dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a
yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. Trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Yeah. Nigga, we gotta search.
Southside, C12 911, good to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive.
Fuck. I'm nervous, bro. Let me cut the camera on. Let me cut the camera on.
This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. trust. Mean taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. They drop till leave. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Now when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you gonna lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Timothy, what a drums at.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain.
This great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 27, Jones. That's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back it on the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Fields. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Hands it off out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. With success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Fields. Buying time to his left. And this one too low. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some. They got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Jones. And this will be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Then this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw again on second down. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Remain for second down. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us
cause for surprise that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones to throw on third down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. We'll see a return here from the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how his 1st half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now on on 2nd and 13. Fields flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Fields throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he'll be up in it at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Barkley off tackle left. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he he's left with no option here but to throw away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by 11 and wins it. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. He finds Mooney here on the comeback route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A play fake, now Fields to throw. It's Mooney going across the middle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Brandon Ayuk, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 65 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Throwing, Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants get a bit closer. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, Fields. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the USC man Adoree Jackson. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the Bears will fight on another week as we say so